28 days away from the Iowa caucuses. The first time it's not just about the polls, it's about actual votes from constituents, okay? I'm joined now by Jim Douglas, who is former Republican governor from Vermont. He's now with the Bipartisan Policy Center, and former Democratic governor of Nevada, Bob Miller. Welcome to you both. And I guess I'd start with Governor Douglas because let's go back to 2004, I guess, when Howard Dean was doing relatively well in Iowa. And so you know that what happens in Iowa does not necessarily play out on the day that voters go to the polls. What do you think about the play right now, considering we're having a real problem with the markets at the moment, and it could portend a weaker economy?
Well, you're certainly right. We've seen this movie before in Vermont. We all remember President Dean, and the polls leading up to the caucuses and early primaries don't mean so much as the actual votes that people cast. So it's interesting to watch. It's very volatile right now, particularly on the Republican side. But let's see what the actual voters have to say here in the coming months.
Right now, Governor Miller, you have people worried about two things: terrorism and, of course, the economy. Today, with the markets dropping as much as they are, does it change up who might be best positioned to sit in the Oval Office and fix the economy?
Well, it might move us more into some of the domestic issues, which I think especially Secretary Clinton has been focusing on for a long time. On the Republican side, it's very difficult to focus on that with so many candidates, and with Donald Trump leading the field in some polls and coming up with such inflammatory type statements that they have to react to. But I agree with Governor Douglas that historically those individuals that win the primaries in the early states don't necessarily win their own party nomination. In fact, on average, it's a little over 50% of the time.
Yeah, I think that at this stage, we really have to watch it, because what's happening now on our screen may start to grab the collective attention of voters. Gentlemen, thank you both so much.